15 Heartfire, Day 31. I was told that Socucius Ergala in Sidonin wants to see me. I got the book Bird wanted and took it back to him. It was a book on how to run a guild. So, the monsters just slipped his mind at? The sly old bugger, but a likable rogue I guess. I dread to think what he might ask me to do next though. Hoo. Bird got really steamed up and told me, though I can barely believe it, that he wants a man called Boogle killed for selling second-hand shoes. When he calmed down a bit he said that this Boogle hangs around the walls of Buckmoth Fort which is near Aldirun, and that I can keep whatever I find on him but I must dispose of any shoes I find. Bird gave me 50 gold for expenses. Socucius Ergala, of Sidonin's Census and Excise Office, had a special assignment for me. He wants me to infiltrate a band of pirates that operates on Vardenfell's eastern coast. Those pirates have been very successful lately, and have captured many of the East Empire Company's ships. Socucius Ergala suspects that someone gives them detailed information about the ships. I was sent to Alone, who can be found in Aril's trade house here in Sidonin. She's an agent of the Blades, and should be able to give me directions about how to contact the pirates. While in the pirates' hideout, I shall look for a dragonskin girdle that was stolen from Socucius Ergala's father in a pirate raid about 20 years ago. The girdle has a small enchantment to keep it clean and intact, but other than that it's just of sentimental value. Alone sent me to a Cagiate named Barbosha who might know something about the pirate's den. Barbosha can be found in the inn in Ebonheart, but he isn't very likely to tell me anything. To make him more talkative, I could try to challenge him for a drinking contest, but Alone hasn't much hope that anyone is able to best Barbosha in such a match. Cien Sintiev gave me a donation for the Buckmoth Fund. Eths Evos made me a copy of his
Antecedents of Due Merlau.
Baladas Demnevani thanked me for bringing him a copy of
Antecedents of Due Merlau.
I was told at the Guild of Adventurers about a rare type of gold kennet called Roland's Tear, which apparently grows near the ruin of Ald Sutha, not that far from Vivek. If I can find any of these plants, the guild will pay me 290 gold pieces. Darius thanked me for rescuing Madarasaran. Darius asked me to find out what happened to Ragesh Grishuzgub, who tried to collect taxes from Baladas Demnevani. Baladas lives in Arvistralen, the tower here in Nissus. Baladas Demnevani agreed to let Ragesh Grishuzgub go free. Ragesh agreed to follow me out of Arvistralen. I escorted Ragesh out of Arvistralen. Darius thanked me for rescuing Ragesh Grishuzgub. Darius suspects that some of his troops involved with the Talos cult are involved in some sort of conspiracy. Darius asked me to find proof of this conspiracy. I cured Let of her simple affliction. 16 Heartfire, Day 32. Nethan Maurice, Mistress Farina's mouth, has asked that I deliver seeds of the desert siren flower to Mistress Farina at her tower of Tel Oren.
So welcome back to the Adventures of Shiaryu, friend, and currently we are in the mainland because last time we wanted to check if it was possible to use Tunnel Rebuild with a tweaked version of the Join All Houses and Join All Vampire Factions mods, because there's been someone having problems blocked by latest Tunnel Rebuild. So I think my tweaks more or less to join all houses more or less works also with Tunnel Rebuild. because I've been not blocked. I received one of the quests from the Talvani Council house here, from Natal Maris. I think there's just one thing not working well, is probably some kind of looping. You can have, I don't remember the exact, maybe advancement. There's one topic which is sort of looping, but in any case I think you can just open the console and type goodbye to exit on the dialogue, in case there's this kind of looping. You see, you can force the game to make appear this to exit dialogue just using the game console, so it's not a something blocking. And so it's possible to tweak a little that join all houses and do also the quests for the Talvani mainland factions if you are already a member of the Radoran, like Shiaryu is.
Where is that slave?
So I will just try the other members of the Talvani here, just to be sure. See what happens.
I could kill that Gwar. Those boots are ruined.
Let's see, we can levitate.
Krista Fila Thirlin.
Oh, and here we, our friend Constance.
Is there something I can do for you, Outlander?
Let's see if we can get some other quest shows for Shiaryu. I need to send a dispatch to Mistress Aldil. Take this dispatch to Mistress Ildale. I don't know how to say it. I will wait for Shiaryu to read Arjuna. But
Mouth Fervus Sholissa has asked that I deliver a coded dispatch to Mistress Eldale in Ga Sadrith. In addition, I have been instructed to pick up 5 soul gems from Cyril Arnham's shop here in Port Telva NNIs that need to be delivered to Mistress Eldale. These gems have already been paid for.
okay, so Mistress Eldale wants some kind of dispatch, and we must get some soul gems from some enchanter here in the big port of Venice. So it may be really hard to find this place because the city is quite big. But anyway, as you can see, you can really tweak join all houses to be able to do quests for the Talvani here in Port Talvanis, which is a bigger city than most here in the mainland. And I don't think, not sure about one thing. I'm not using the extra Tamil Rebuild Tweaks ESP file. I'm just using the masters. So it could be that there's another restrictions in the tweak, but I don't think so. Anyway, here is my version of the journal houses, so it may be your version is not working because it's missing some tweak. I'm not sure about it, so I just want to say that it is possible to do these small tweaks and have all the mods working together. And for now, I think I can just go on exploring a little here. I was not meaning to go with tunnel rebuild quests. I was meaning to try and go on with 5 Toes Guild quests. But as we are here, we could also take a look at this really nice place and get some quests for. Oh, need to levitate here. And we can. Oh, it's too risky to jump in the Talvani Council here without levitating. Yes, they unified factions, but I think it's something. I'm not sure about it, but it's something forced using the. Let me check the name of the file because I don't remember exactly. I think it should be dummy rebuild something. TR. Oh, it's called TR Mainland hot fix. It's a separate small ESP file which is added to the release of the usual ESM, and it's tweaking a lot of small things, and I'm not using it because this thing is adding and removing things that they it's removing things that they deleted from using the master, so it's conflicting with things I do in my boats mode. So for now I'm not using it, and maybe this unification of the factions is done with these extra small ESP files. That's maybe the reason why there is still difference, but not sure about it. We can verify this thing easily, checking if the House Talvani here in Port Talvanis is the same. And as you can see, we have Mainland Fighters Guild, Mainland East Empire Company, and Great House Talvani. So maybe the House Talvani is unified, but the other houses are not, if you're not using this extra plugins. I believe that they may be unified in the master file, the Talvani. And the rest is unified by the ESP. I don't know. I just know that this small ESP is conflicting with my boats mod, so I'm not using it for now. I'm still waiting. Hopefully in the next release they will stop using this small ESP extra mods during confusion and just put everything in an ESM, hopefully. But I don't know, because really I don't follow really a lot how they change things. Just when they do a sort of pre-release of the, I try and see what things changed. Probably I think it's something unified in the ESP, while the Great House Talvani is already unified in the ESM. Maybe. Not sure about it. But anyway, I'm still able to join, to be considered a member of the House Talvani, so maybe that's the reason why I am already a member and I can request. So let's see, as we are here. I don't think so for now, but it could be if you are using the Tamil Rebuild Preview mod, because I don't know if they already implemented some East Empire Company quest or the old Ibonat city, no idea. I don't think so, but I think it's something to check there. Let's see. Mainland East Empire Company. Probably it's unified. I think that the way to check this is going to Old Ibonat maybe and see if there are new quests to do for the Tamil Rebuild version of the mainland, but it seems to be unified. Also this East Empire Company mainland. I don't know. Yes, I think so. I think unify means they renamed the original. And I don't know. I think if I would do something like this, having to unify the faction, I think I would keep the old faction identifier and just change the faction name. I think they did this way because it's the more compatible way you could do something like this, and I think they did just this. But I'm still to check how this thing is done. But it seems to work. At least it works with the Talvani, so I think there's no reason why it could not work also with the East Empire Company introduced in Blood Moon. But to check this, you probably have to try doing some quest in Blood Moon and some quest in Old Ebonheart in the Time Rebuild preview city. We could try this thing to see what happens. If there are already quests there, I'm not sure about it. But I think, in theory, next release of Time Rebuild should happen in this month. So, some quests for the mainland East Empire Company in Old Ebonheart should be present, at least in next release. Anyway, let's see.
Word a field and song.
If we can get some other quests here.
I can spare a few moments if you care to talk.
Let me check this thing. Okay, we get another quest. Factions, names, and appearing in alphabetical order in the joined factions
Nevril
list.
Omain asked me to check up on the Telvanni retainer she had ordered to conduct a census of Master Mithras's holdings in Rainian Rune. The retainer had fallen behind schedule, and Nevril does not appreciate slackness.
It could be they appear in order by identifier, which could be different from the label, the descriptions you see here. For instance, the identifier for mainland Fighters Guild could be Fighters Guild or something else. We can check this easily, I think. Let me see. I think they are defined in the time real data, probably. So let's see. For instance, the Fighters Guild is called Mainland Fighters Guild. I think there could be also another reason. For some reason, it could be that in the save, also the faction name is saved. So, if you joined the factions in a previous version of where you were using a different version of Time Rebuild with the old faction name, maybe the save has still the old Fighters Guild name instead of Mainland Fighters Guild. And this could be the reason why you still see different names. But I'm checking here, and the one faction that is not... Oh, but we have temple here. I don't know, I really don't know the reason. It could simply be that it's not alphabetical sorting, but maybe the order you join the factions, for instance. I will try and ask Han-chan if he knows what's the order, but not something really important, I think. I think it could be really the order in which you joined the factions, because I think I joined these two factions last, so it may be ordered by joining time. The vanilla factions, it depends. If order is by joining time, it could be a different order. I really don't remember what's the first factions I joined with this save, but it's not really hard to check this thing, because you can try starting a new game, and for instance, first join the temple and then join the Mages Guild, and if you see order is not alphabetical, temple first and Mages Guild last, it means that order is by joining time, probably. I mean in the vanilla game. You say red order always on top, then I have no idea, because let me check red order. In vanilla game there are two things that could be sorted by alphabetical order, and are the label you see and the identifier for the faction. So in vanilla we have, let me check. Redoran as identifier and Great House Redoran. In theory, Fighters Guild should be the first one, because or Ashlanders, or yes, Fighters Guild should be the first one. But it's not alphabetical, so I have no idea. It's really a mystery. We should ask Han-chan, because I think he's the one having the knowledge and the tools to go and check really the assembly instructions that are doing the sort. of the game. I don't know. I was thinking about the loading or joining order, but if Redrun is always the first, no idea. I think I usually join the Fighters Guild or the Mages Guild first in Balmora, so it's really strange. I will try and ask if someone in the Morrowind Discord has some answer for this, because really it seems strange. Okay, as this
Greetings, Outlander. Don't I know you from somewhere?
Boots are ruined.
as this flying spell is having a long duration, I think I will just try and get all these Elvani quests. But so far no problem getting them.
Mouth Aerith Morvain has instructed me to meet a messenger from Vardenfell just south of the main gate of Baramu. I have been told that I should speak the phrase, Devar Oas Kur Demidar Yaglik Arka, and the messenger will respond with, as Olaf Nian ist Amal Dog as Arkag.
Under sun and sky, Outlander, we greet you warmly.
That's a lots of things to do. Ooh, a lot of ingredients here.
Malvis Rolvani has asked me to fetch some ingredients for Lord Droll, who is deep in his research.
Greetings, Outlander.
I need to find Scam
don't I
Skin,
know you
Didra
from
Skin,
somewhere?
Void Salts, Fire Salts, and Frost Salts.
So there's still plenty of things to do here, and it's been a while since I've tried these quests last time.
Nora Hindaris, Mouth of Master Vairine, has asked that I
Retainer of
confront the
Host
temple
Telvanni.
priest,
What can I do for
Teles,
you?
and force him to leave the city.
Okay, so we get all the quests. And so far, no problems. Oh, maybe I remember this this looping. Join House Telvanni. Let's see. Oh, here it is. Here is the one problem so far. This is looping probably because. Let's see. Never mind. Can I pay? Okay, so this topic is not recognizing me as a member in this option, but it is recognizing me in general speaking, so because she's saying that I'm already a member, but she's still asking me to join here and pay for joining. So this is looping. I had to fix this thing. As we already said, it should be enough to open the console and say goodbye. This way you can force the option and click. But this is just the one thing not working so far. It could be there are problems progressing when you do the quest and you are not recognized as a progressing quest, but for now I did not check this. It could be. But I will go down here before the levitation is ending, and well, I could just try and do one of these quests just to see if I am able to have quest progress recognized without problems, or if there are more problems than expected. I don't think there's a specific command to exit dialogue. Usually the command is goodbye, but you need still
Lawman of House Delvani,
to confirm
what can I
it.
do for you?
The command usually from the game console is needing still player to click on it. If you use it from a script, I think it will work the same. You still have to click goodbye. There are ways you can do it without clicking goodbye from a script, but it's a little complicated. You have to use some menu test command and other things. If you are interested in this scripting way of closing the dialogue automatically, I think there's a paragraph in the Morrowind scripting for dummies that's explaining couple of scripts you can use to do this. But usually from a player point of view, you just, if you need to do something like this, you can just open the console and write goodbye, or from a script you can use goodbye, and still the player will have to press goodbye, click goodbye, or press OK, something like this, but it will work. And I think I'm using something like this in the War mode, in the other modes to just skip confirmation by the player. Okay, so I will try and do one of these quests here in Port of Venice. It's a little dark. Simple quest we could try doing is probably deliver seeds at Del Oren. Where is Del Oren? It should be not hard to reach. Oh, we could try delivering these seeds. Oh, it's raining. Oh, we could just meet a messenger. Ingredients. Maybe this one is easier. I don't know. Or talk with the temple priest. So we must look for the temple here. I don't know, I will just explore a little, see what we can find in the city. It's a very big city. I will just explore it.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
Local area. So we get information about the Cedars plantation. I'm looking for the temple, but I don't remember where is the Talvani temple here. Maybe there's no temple, I don't remember. Crap! We have been hit by we have been hit by the lightning, and as you can see I scripted it to get more or less half of player health, and to stun the player and the NPCs which are hit by it, but it should not kill the player or the NPC. So it's realistic enough but not game breaking. You can survive the lightning.
Exceed. Honor. Move. Exceed. Honor.
Actually, you need some better healing spell, but for now she will do. So we are going out of the city here.
Exceed. Honor.
I think this is the road to the plantation. Ooh, very nice. Look at this tunnel. Oh. Telvanic customs? Do not attack anybody outside. Oh, the usual things. Anyway, let's go. I'm curious about the look of this region. I see danger here. I don't know, maybe let's try this thing. One shot. Oh, vampires! From the voice. They are too strong. I think it's better to try and kill them from a distance. Anyway, I did not remember vampires. Maybe they are added by some MCA spawning point or something like this. And it is still very risky to walk around by night when you are low level. But I think it looks really great with this lightning and raining weather and the glowing mushrooms by Lord, I think. But maybe it's too risky to go out there by night with vampires, so for now let's find. Ooh, look how nice all these lamps. I want to find a way to go to the first floor of the city. We must find a ladder somewhere. It's been really a lot of time since I explored this place. These are houses.
Exceed. Anna. Move. Exceed. Anna.
Let me check if Shiaryu is able to take a shortcut and levitate. She's a mage after all.
Arte. Worthen. Run.
Or we could try and use this strange thing we have
Lawman of House
to
Delvani.
explore this
What can I do for you?
elevated city. And this thing is the very strange and very unique weapon we got from the Flindar quest, which is this Dreamer lottery grade manipulator, which should be able to transport us well, we shot. Look at this. This is a real place to practice with the Dreamer lottery ground manipulator and explore the city. It's a pity by night you cannot see a lot, but you get the idea of how big the place is. We are on top of the Delvani Council Hall, or the Parliament of Bugs here in Port Albanis. So let's see how far we can jump with this thing. I never used it a lot, but it's really fun. Too far. Let's see. Not so far place. Can reach foresters over there. Too far. It's not really able to go far away. So let's try over there. Uh-oh! Not working. Bad. So this thing is powerful, but it's not a bit more impressive than Black Light. Black Light, you mean the old version in how was it called? Secret Tower mod, or the new version of Black Light, which I think is called with a different name. Ban Malur, I think, in the Tanya rebuild version. Yes, it was called Black Light in English. In the very old version of Tanya rebuild, but I think they changed it to Ban Malur very soon. Just when they separated from the Silver Tower project, so it's been a lot of time. And yes, I think that city is um, the version of Ban Malur done by Scamp is still one of the best cities in Tamriel Rebuild, especially if you look at it from Fort Frostmoth in Solstheim. It's great. All these strange mountain surrounding the city. I think it's one of the best things done by I think it's been done by Scamp, probably the modder. Not sure about it, but still I just love that city. So probably Blacklight version in yes, in single tower mod is a little well, just simpler and not so well done, but you know, I think that that mod is still worth having, because it's been done very fast, and I think it's not bad if you consider that it's been released a lot of time ago. And I think I have it here. Let me check where it is. I moved it here to avoid conflicts, and so it's still available in this kind of big world. I think it's not bad, even the rest of the city. But I think I am really not so hard to please, because I would never have redone some of the things that Tamriel Rebuild people are constantly redoing. I would have preferred to have them populated with quests and people and so on, but they are never satisfied with their quality, so I think it's hard to have something really finished with this mod. But I like Ban Malur like it is. I would just like to have it with quests and population and so on. And compared to the original version of Blacklight in Single Tower mod, if you give it a try, you see it's already a big improvement from the city building point of view, and so. But I like a lot also the, how is it called, Bosmora. So town is very unlivable. It would make more sense as a military base or something. Well, you must think that Redorland are military more than anything else, I think, because they are the house which is the best combat organization. So maybe every city done by the Redorland should be sort of military city. Not sure about it, but for me it's not so strange to have all these high mountains and walls surrounding the city, have the heart of the city in this sort of central tower, surrounded by water to defend it better and so on. So it doesn't feel so strange, and I just love how the idea of this huge mountains all around turn out to be so scenic. And I just hope they keep most of them, don't change a lot about it, because I really like Val Malur as it is a lot. So maybe some refinement, but I hope that the general map of the city remains in the future. But I don't know, because I don't really follow each day Tamriel Rebuild evolution, because until something is released, it's sort of pointless to to think about it. So anyway, we will see. I think it's already something to have and to play, because as you can see, this city, even being something that probably they will touch over and over when they finish doing other part of Tamriel Rebuild, but it's already great, I think. And this is a big city, and really I'm okay with it as it is. Oh, we have been able to jump here. Oh, look at this. I don't think I can shoot there. Let's see. No. Too far. I don't know if this weapon has been sort of limited by the modder, which is at greatness 7, or there's some kind of limit how far you can use the ray tracing to reach the point you can teleport. Probably there's some kind of limit how far you can place the teleportation effect, so that's the reason. But anyway, this is really a fun to use weapon, because you can explore places like Portal Van is jumping around and having fun. I really don't know where I'm going, but I think, what time is it? Oh, 3 AM. We have still time to explore this thing. But I really don't know where I'm going. I'm looking for some kind of way to go with one of these quests, but it's so big, I don't know where to go. So let's see if we can do something simpler. Deliver seeds of the desert siren flower. But I don't think they gave us these seeds, so we must find them. Not easy. Okay, so let's walk around. The other quest we could do is a coded dispatch to Mistress Alday in Gassadrit and 5 soldiers from Cyril Arnham's shop. This could be something we can do. We must find the shop. Let's see. But there are tons of places. Finding a shop is not really easy. But let's walk a little more. Maybe we are lucky and we can just find it soon. This route. Hello, I'm looking for Cyril Arms shop. Something like this. No. I think I would need another Winds of Oblivion spell, but I already... Oh, and look at this! This is nice. We have this window. Let me check it. Yeah. Yes. It's closed by night. Oh, another? Can I go this way? Another lightning strike. I'm really fooling around. Local area, local economy. They talk about Cedars plantation, but I was hoping to have some information about vendors. All these houses, so it's too big to explore, I think. Things would be better by day, probably. But let's walk around. The big Talvani capital here in the mainland. wow, we found it! Cyril Arnhem Enchanter. So, if we get these soul gems from the shopper here, we should be able to look for Mistress Adale in Sadrit. I think we should have already the coded dispatch. Let me check this thing. Yes, we have it, the coded dispatch. So let's see. We cannot enter because my mod probably is dynamically closing shops and houses because we are late night. It's a dynamic script closing a lot of doors in cities. So we must wait for, I think, 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning, or try to open this door in a sort of thieves way. Let's see. I'm not sure I have a way to open this thing. Let me check this spell. Hmm. 45 willpower. Let me check this thing. Oh, we did it. And this potion is is slowly killing Shiayu. Let me check how much damage. Acid. I think this is added by some crazy mod like Tell Me Score or things like this. Acid, but it's giving a lot of willpower, so it's making spell casting much easier. So I think I will just keep an eye on Shiayu health. But for now, we managed to enter here. So this is some sort of interaction between mods. We have typical mods, increasing difficulty, closing doors.
When I visited Cyril Arnhem, the enchanter in Port Telva Nnais, he was raving about some cacophony. I could hear nothing, but he claimed he was too distracted by it to deal with me.
And so we did all this effort just to be enabled to talk with him. We must find a way to help, I suppose. While Shiayu is still under the effect of that poison, and alcohol is poison. So what could we do? He's not talking. Let's ask around. Can we talk? Cacophony? Yes, I know, I don't hear anything either, so it's something only held by the shopper. You might want to watch yourself around Sergio Arnhem. He's acting a bit eccentrically. He seems harmless enough, so I will refrain from reporting the issue. After all, you know the kind of experiments our more ambitious Talvani mages can get up to. Who knows what he's been doing? However, I will be obliged to call some reinforcements if he turns violent. So he's a little crazy, but he's the only one hearing this kind of sound, but maybe we can find some other hint.
You wish to
Talking
speak?
with Sabira here. She's a knight, a nice Khajiit. And local area services. And no topic, so she doesn't know about it. Can you move a little, Constance? Thank you. So, okay, let's try and ask around because I don't see suspicious things. And we have still closed. So I don't know, maybe there could be some kind of some other vendors jealous about this enchanter here, trying to make him close his shop or things like this, but places are closed, so it's hard to investigate at the moment.
Mode. Ixi. Anna.
Let me check if we have food. We will just wait for shops to open. We have some crab meat, I think we can eat some crab meat. Don't remember, but and we also should have some more ingredients in our satchel here. More crab meat. I don't think this is compatible with necessities of Morrowind, but anyway, let's try it. And a Quama egg. And some roasted meat. Yes, I think we could try and eat something. After waiting a couple hours to have our shops and houses opened. So let's see, what time is it? We can try and wait for 3 hours. I don't think we can just sleep here because we are in a city, so it's forbidden. Let's see. Camping here is illegal. You need to find a bed so we can wait. Okay, let's see.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
Oh, we need to sleep. Not hungry, but we need to sleep. So, and nothing about cacophony of things like this. But there are no shops around. Let's see. We have a scroll. Some rings. Nothing special. He is still not answering, so I think there should be something hidden. But the guards are not useful.
Khajiit better than lizard. We work hard, no steal. Make you happy.
And ingredients. I think I cannot move things without stealing, so it's not easy. Can I jump? So, God, can you move? Not this way, the other way. Oh, well, please take my place. Right. So I don't find anything strange. So it could be a different spell. And no one to ask about. So we already visited this house. With no clues. Let's see, this way. I think this quest is harder than expected because I can't remember anything about it, and it's not easy to find people and ask about it. Let's try this place. And look. How nice. And how big? Oh, over there. A flying wasp. An armorer? I doubt he's involved in the enchanter quest, but
I could kill that guard.
as we
Those
are
boots
here,
are ruined.
we could ask. Port Vanis. Abolitionists and local parliaments, Rilvinral, but nothing about our enchanter having problems. So let's go up here. Yeah, we could steal something probably, but not really needed. These are slave boats.
Go ahead.
Oh, lots of people here. Maybe
You have my
we
attention.
can ask around. A bodyguard. Wow. And I must say that being used to Wesley's face replacer, it's a little weird when you find the original face texture timer rebuild. You see the difference. It's really noticeable. You there. I have a small chore for you. I need you to help me find a misplaced slave. Indeed, I sold a slave resale for a noble of house dressed to a household here in Port Vanis. I remember little of my slaves, so I do not know the Nemer's name. Nemers are slaves, inferior races maybe, I don't know for sure. But I do recall it was a female of one of the races of men. Search Port Vanis for it. Well, let's try this thing. We could try and free the slave, maybe. Letter to slave owner has been added. Okay, so another little quest to do.
Arder Salvendu claims he has mistakenly sold one of his prized slaves to a household in Port Telva Nnis, when the slave was supposed to be reserved for a dress
and
noble.
we have
Arder cannot remember her name, or much about her,
this.
save that she was a female of one of the races of men.
Well,
He has given me a letter which I must show to
I
her
must
owner
say-
in order to bring her back to the market.
This is not perfect because you see the looping of the animation is still too fast. But all in all, it's a small improvement over the previous version of this flying flying warrior, probably. But it's hard to find animators for Morrowind after Akimaister Antares is sort of disappeared. And I think she's added by... oh no, she's from time repeat. Anyway, let's see. And no information about that last, about the enchanter.
Lawman of House Delvani, what can I do for you?
Let's try asking. Oh, we found some hint here. Cacophony. As usual, forgive my English, but are you sure, Loma? All sounds normal to me. Well, that's not really helpful. So, no real hint about that quest. Let's talk with the guard, but don't think. We can get more information from the guard. I have no idea if there's something. Okay. Is there something the matter? Okay, so nobody knows. Let's talk with this shopkeeper.
You seek information, Breton.
No hint. And no hint. I don't know. I have no real ideas. And it's raining again. Oh, a slave. Galvani Customs. Who else slaves here? I think Shiayu is just trying to become the head of all Telvanni, mostly to try and free the slaves. And this is an option added by a mod, which is giving you the possibility to release the slaves using some unlock. But for now, it's better to avoid this thing. There are guards and so on.
I could kill that woman. Those boots are ruined.
So the slave doors are closed, so you must also open them if you want to free the slave. Latest rumors. Go free. And we have the options. Free each and every slave if we can unlock the procedures. What? No hints about our quest, so
I could kill that woman. Those boots are ruined.
an orc.
What now?
Oh, let's see. What do you mean? I don't hear anything out of ordinary. So I need some hint for this quest because I have no idea what I'm really doing. We already visited this thing. Ooh, nice lady. And as you can see, Wesley's faces are a different quality. Oh, she's a slave. I'll find the key and return. But she has no information about the sound problem. So let's see. Can we go up here? Hello, Mr. Hero. Portal vanish. No idea. So I think this topic is not really helpful.
3 blessings, Sarah.
Until we find the right people, maybe. But I think we must find some kind of shop with someone, possibly being some in competition with that enchanter. I'm Rarvi Lauren and cacophony. I don't hear anything now. Sevotelus. Real mineral. Oh, we have some words about that traveling priest. Ask around. Okay, so the priest is around. Probably there's not some temple place in Portal Vanish, and this priest is just trying to get some permission to build one or things like this, and people don't really
better than lizard.
want
We
a
work hard.
temple
No
priest
steal. Make
in
you happy.
Portal Vanish, so he could be around just preaching.
Three blessings, Sarah.
We can ask about, but nobody is hearing anything strange. Now let's talk about Sarah of Dallas, which is... oh, A guard mentioned that he was on the Skyway somewhere. It is a foolish move, the Skyway. Okay, so it must be not far from here, but it is still a big place to explore. Oh, a task for a member of Great House Delvani. My retainer has not reported to me in several days. And I will just wait for Shiayu to read her journal because she is reading much better than me.
Rantala Irenam has asked that I investigate the disappearance of her retainer by the name of Ridram Oran. He has not reported to her in several days now, and she fears that he has abandoned his duties to her. She has told me that he owns a housepod just to the east, on the ground level, and has given me the key so that I may let myself in, since the door will be locked.
As you can see, we have plenty of quests and things to do. We find just exploring the city. So this mod is really worth playing, even if it's unfinished in some part probably, or even if there's some conflict with other mods, I think. Because if you play it, chances are that in a couple of years you will forget about all these quests, and so really you will be able to play it again when things are more finished and still appreciate everything. So don't wait, just play Time and Rebuild. It's really worth. And what we need to do is look for the house of this Ridram Oran, not far to the east of here at the ground level, because the city is big, but we have several levels also. Lock the door. Okay, let's look for this house, but we must go down also on the ground. And I'm pleased to notice that so far Constance is following without problems. We have another house here. A manor? It's the same house, probably. Let's check this one. Hello. This is Portal Vanis. Advancement. Ibero Renim. I think is the one in the Parliament of Bugs first floor. And let's talk about this thing. And she doesn't know. I must say, one of the things I really hate about some Morrowind quests is when you have some topic about the quest which is appearing in each and every NPC without really telling you anything useful about it, because really it is a little annoying to try and ask every time same thing. So if possible, it's better maybe to filter the topic to appear randomly every now and then, and still the player can find some useful answer from a quest giver, and some not so useful answer, but not every time you talk with someone about it. Some books. Oh, wow! You have learned the spell? Grace. Let's see what we learn. And this is one thing introduced by Tiny Revealed. Instead of skill books, we have books that will teach you some spell. And we must say that some of these spells are not really so useful, but still it's something interesting. Let me check the room. Grace. Oh, sweet swim for 20 seconds. Well, not something really useful, but I don't know. I think that it would be nice to actually have some spell which is useful to learn, because the majority of the spells I learned from these books so far are not so useful. So, well, I think I just decide to simply delete them, because how many times will you use a sweet swim on touch spell? I ask myself. So I will just show you how to delete some silly spell. I think you can just select it and press some key. I don't remember what key. Must be cancel. No? I know that's a way, but I don't remember it. Must be some key you must press. Or a mouse button. Don't remember, I will check it, but there's a way to delete a spell you don't want to use anymore. How embarrassing, I don't remember what the key is. Let me check. This no. Space no. Shift maybe. Oh, what happened? Oh, here it is. You must press the shift key and the mouse left button to delete the spell. Are you sure you wish to delete Drew Grace? Yes. This is a silly spell. Sweet swim on other. Really something not worth having in cluttering your spell list. because companions usually are more than capable to follow you around without needing a sweet swing spell. And we can talk about something interesting. So we must find the house of this Redrum Oran, and the house should be not far from here, to the east at towering level. I have no idea how many houses we have, but I think at least 80 houses, 80 interiors or things like this must be in Portal Vanis. It's really one of the biggest cities I've seen so far in a Morrowind mode. Houseboat to the east. Hello. Oh, he's talking about a lot of things. Ooh, let's talk about Little Secret. This house is a little far from the rest, so maybe... Oh, we found it! So we use the key to... Ooh! At Denmark.
There is nothing on the body I found in Redram Oren's house indicating who might be behind this crime, though from the signs of it the victim was murdered by magic. I still cannot be certain that this is indeed Redram Oren.
We have no clue about the name of the dead, so well, I will just ask Constance to keep this sword. Oh, but she's already carrying too much, so well, let's try and use our bag of holding. Sharyu has been lucky. She found this bag of holding very soon. This is one thing I tweaked in the CDC containers mod. There's one bag of holding that can appear from level at least once if you're lucky, and it's very nice to have it if you are a pack rat. And I am a pack rat. Let's look for clues. Well, not a clue, but a book. The 7 files, a lot of new books to read. Oceario. Scroll. Oh, and this is my mode, adding this sort of translation list for Daedric letters. So if you want to try and read Daedric from scrolls, you have this little help here. Ooh, script pie, can we eat this? Let's see. Oh, but we are not hungry now, so we will discover soon if we can eat. I think I will just get all of them and put them here for now. So, no clues about this dead mare. Oh, what's there? A lesser soldier. And a short sword. Some piece of gold, but nothing helping with the murder. Ooh, a white nectar sac. This is new ingredient added by time we rebuild. And no idea really. Maybe we must go back and talk with the lady about this dead. See no clues. Dead body. Okay, let's go out and see. Still exploring. see, this way. Oh, there's a house over there. Strange place. Maybe. Or it's just some kind of mushrooms. Yes, no house. Oh, what view! An alchemist. We can barter or talk about latest rumors. Oh. Oh, finally we have something useful about Cerebral, Arnhem and Rosy Salvo. They have a beetle.
Apparently, Cyril Arnhem has been feuding with the other enchanter in Port Telva Nnis, Turasi Salvo.
So, we must look for this Turasi Salvo, probably. And...
Yes, Outlander?
Probably we can find something useful or interesting. Read here. Closed. Too complex. And lot of yes. And I will show you how faster is moving things around using the latest version of the Morrowind scripting extender compared to the usual not so fast speed of scripting in the CDC containers. I think this is really some noticeable improvement compared to previous Morrowind scripting extended version. So if you can just update, because if you are using some container mods, probably you can notice a speed difference a lot. So we must find Rosy Salvo, and I hope it's not far from. The original Cyril Arnhem enchanter here. But I suppose it will be much easier, so probably we need to explore more the city, maybe to the north. So let's walk a little more. I think I could just use the boots of blinding speed, because it's not important to see things it's important to explore the map, because this city is just big and we are looking for a particular shop, so it's probably faster to move around and look at the map. Oh, and we have no more restore fatigue ring here. Right. Oh, this is big tower. Titanium. How nice, lady.
An adventurer, I presume.
I know, I must talk with other people. And we can talk about Gus Sadrid. My trade. Oh, she's an enchanter. Let's see. Spells. No, she's spell making, enchanting, but not selling, not teaching spells.
The freshest ingredients in town.
And the lady here should be selling ingredients, probably. She's not selling anything. So let's explore a little more. Gods Yanet. Oh, from MCA, so they are a little generic. And this is a big tower. Very nice done, nicely done. And I think this robe is, how can I say it? One of the most iconic things in Morrowind, because where do you find a robe with a background? Okay, so lots of things to explore. Let's see, going this way. We go back down. I want to go up.
Feel that water. Those boots are ruined.
Abot tower. Ooh. Very nice.
I'm sure I don't want to see anymore. 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 I'm sure I don't want to see.
Oh, some spells. necklace, another new book.
Lawman of House Delvane, what can I do for you?
Let me check. It's not from MCA lower tower. Can we go up here? Oh, probably we must levitate. Oh, welcome, adapt our service. Imperial cult? Strange. Oh, it's an MCA paladin. It's really something included in time rebuild. Anyway, I think we can try and levitate there. It's probably the only way to go up.
Lo, Ixi, Anna.
I could kill that guard. Those boots are ruined.
Worthen, Ra.
Can we go this way? Yes, we can. Yoo-hoo! And then? We did it!
Those boots are ruined.
This is really a great scenic tower because look at this. This mushroom, how nice are the lights. Yeah, we can jump around. Or must we levitate also here? Oh, I think it's better just to wait for stamina to go up and try jumping. Alright. Vehicle, uranium. This is Portal Vanish and you're lost. Advancement, usual thing, cacophony. Usual, no idea. Little secret. Latest rumor. So I think we could spend in Portal Vanish months, judging by the things you can try to do. Ooh, we can go up here also. Maybe, yes, I see lamps.
Crate, Dafila, Thirling.
We are out. This is a big tower. And this is a beautiful sight on the top of the tower. We can see the coast over there. I have not a very distant land setting because my computer, especially my video card, is not so powerful. So I have a sort of compromise setting. I have a far enough distant land setting so I can see a lot of distant land, but the details of things is not so far, so it's a sort of compromise. Anyway, we finally reached the top of the tower. Probably we can enter
Yes,
there.
Outlander?
I want to try and reach the Talvani Lord here. I don't know if it's possible. So we have a door here and here, lower tower, upper tower. So no, we must enter here. And these lightning are a little annoying. So go that way.
Mode. Exceed. Honor.
But
Mode. Exceed.
I think Shiaryu actually is being also recharging her mana, maybe thanks to this lightning. Never realized it. Oh, we can go.
3 blessings, Sarah.
Ceratalas Teldaris is the tower of Mistress Aldail, and stands in the city of Gassar. And I think we are in Tel. Let me check. Tel Tenim. Okay, so let's look at these books. Shiaryu is always looking for new books.
What was that?
And as you can see here, the dowry is marked by a big star in the beginning, and that means I already read this skill book. And we learn another spell, Pin Prick, on this Tamil rebuild book, and also the importance of where is marked by a star, and that means we already read this skill book. And this is not really thanks to a mod, but thanks to a test-free common script. Books is in the save. And I think this is one of the things that maybe it will be possible to change with the new advanced things. We will be able to do from a new version of Morrowind.
I could kill that guard. Those boots are ruined.
Scripting extended the works.
Don't I know you
So
from somewhere?
expect new and powerful mods in the future. And finally we can
May you
talk
find all that you seek, traveler.
with the Talvani master here. Out of curiosity, we can also ask about background. My youth is shrouded in the dim mists of the past. This is not something I am willing to discuss with you. So, real bin roll. Well, it's not really giving quests or talking about anything. very nice things here, but I think it could be a little risky to try and steal something. Oh, the memory stone. Seven penance. Oh, minion of Maroons. This is promising. Let's see what this spell is doing. And another. Children of Jihad. I have a feeling from the name of the spells and from the place where we found these books that finally we found some useful spells. But we will check this thing. Oh, and we have found also a standard skill book, which is always good to find, and the user book. So let's take a look at this new spell, the Minion of Maroons, which is a very common summon scam spell. Well, it's not bad because it's 1 minute spell for tolerable spell cost, so we can keep it, but I was expecting something really better. Let's see if we have... Oh, Terror of Balokmir, weakness to frost for 15 seconds, 200 points. Wow. I don't know, I think these spells are not so useful. On the move. Well, this is interesting. Slow fall. Well, this is interesting. But all in all, the best thing we found here is that traditional skill book, I think.
Worthen Ra.
Well, at least we just improved our alteration skill. But I think we will take a shortcut. Uh-oh. I think we are dead. Let's see if we have some amulet. Of slow falling. I don't think we have time to use it, but let's try. No. And as you can see, it's always risky to levitate around with short short duration spells. Anyway, I think this city is really big. Just exploring all these places, all these interiors is taking a lot of time. It's very nice to do. There are scenic places, and there are lots of small little quests that are not easy at all to do because the place is so big. So staying here would require a lot of time probably, and really I think I'd better try and go back to that quest from some point of view, but still I'm just curious.
Lawman of House Delvane,
about
what can I do for you?
Keeping exploring this city, because it's been a lot of time since I explored it. I don't know. I think I will try and stay here just a little while, and maybe next time try to go back to Vardenfell.
Arthur Worthen Rock.
But it's better to pay attention when using levitation. So how can we jump down without risking too much? Let's try and use our fantastic Dreamer teleporter here. Let's see. But didn't work! Woo! Oh crap! Sort of work, but too late. Oh, this thing is really fun. But you still die if you teleport while flying down, while falling down. And let me check. Ooh, it's very late, so I think I will just stop here and see you next time.